Today, a leading contender for the 2016 GOP presidential nomination made a campaign stop in Chattanooga.
Senator Ted Cruz was in town at a Biscuits and Gravy event on Lee Highway. News Channel 9's Catherine Marchand joins us now from Graceworks Church, where Cruz spoke to a big crowd. Catherine.
Kim, Josh, there were over 1,000 people here excited to listen to Ted Cruz's message. He addressed several major issues that people have been talking about, like defunding Planned Parenthood and the Iran nuclear deal. I also had the chance to ask him about something else people have been talking about, Donald Trump and his recent controversial comments.
In my view, every candidate should address everyone else with respect and civility. That is the standard I endeavor to follow, and I hope that every other candidate does as well. But this campaign is going to remain focused on the issues and priorities that matter to the American people.
I'll have more on his visit coming up at 5:30. Reporting live from Graceworks Church, Catherine Marchand, News Channel 9.
Catherine, thank you very much.
One of the candidates in a crowded GOP field made a stop in Chattanooga this morning. Good evening. I'm Josh Rowe.
I'm Kelsey Bagwell. Senator Ted Cruz visited the scenic city to share his vision for Chattanooga and the nation. Catherine
Marchand was there for the breakfast at Graceworks Church. That's where she joins us now live. Catherine.
Josh, Kelsey, the venue was changed last week to the church here after the campaign received an unexpectedly high response. But it was still a tight squeeze today, with over 1,000 people coming out to show their support. The line to see Ted Cruz was long and filled with people excited to hear from the first-term senator.
We really like his ideas, and we think that he would make a really good president.
Some people had their minds made up about him before they walked through the door. Others were waiting to see what he had to say.
I have a few candidates who's on my short list, but I have not made that decision yet.
There weren't enough chairs to accommodate the huge crowd, which waited anxiously for his arrival. But finally the bus rolled in, and Cruz took the stage, cracking a few jokes to start off.
So now the Democratic field consists of a wild-eyed socialist whose ideas are endangering America and the world, and Bernie Sanders.
He described what he would do on his first day in office, something he detailed in his closing statement at the Republican presidential debate on Thursday.
The first thing I intend to do in office is rescind every single illegal and unconstitutional exception.
Cruz also addressed July 16th shooting, saying Chattanooga has joined the community of U.S. cities that have seen radical Islamic terrorism firsthand.
But in the days that follow in 2017, we will see a commander-in-chief who stands up and says, we will defeat radical Islamic terrorists.
After answering some audience questions, he headed out.
I did shake his hand, and as far as I'm concerned, I shook the hand of the next president, and he's going to turn our country around.
Cruz spoke for about 45 minutes, and he drew an interesting comparison between himself and a former president. I'll tell you which one coming up at 6 o'clock. Reporting live from Graceworks Church, Catherine Marchand, News Channel 9.
Catherine, thank you.
Today, Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz started his tour in Tennessee with a campaign stop here in Chattanooga.
The first-term senator touched on everything from the Second Amendment to Common Core to ISIS and the IRS.
News Channel 9's Catherine Marchand joins us now with more. Catherine.
Kim, Josh, hundreds of people came out today to hear from Cruz, and he said that Tennessee support is going to be game-changing.
And let me tell you, Tennessee is going to play a critical role in the Republican presidential primary.
Standing before a massive crowd of supporters, Senator Ted Cruz said Tennessee, one of 6 states holding a primary election on Super Tuesday, will be pivotal in electing someone like him.
But Tennessee's role and all of the SEC primaries' role, I think, is going to be vital to ensure that the next Republican nominee for president is a real, genuine, strong conservative.
The Texas senator emphasized how important it would be for a Republican to be the next commander-in-chief after 8 years with President Obama, whom he compared to Jimmy Carter.
Now, why does that analogy give me so much hope and optimism? Because we know how that story ended.
Referencing Ronald Reagan, he told the enthusiastic audience that the same thing is happening all over again, and someone who doesn't have the support of the Washington elite might just take the White House. It wasn't just Ted Cruz supporters out here today. There was also a group of people for Senator Bernie Sanders, one of the Democratic candidates for president. They held signs and they tried to educate the public about another option for president. Reporting live from Graceworks Church, Catherine Marchand, News Channel 9.
Catherine, thank you.